Listen carefully, serene companions of the digital era, they have discovered a precious treasure, and I'm not referring to the latest video or viral meme. If you have ever found yourself scrolling through social media, sighing under the pressures of the modern world, and wondering why you can't just go with the flow or worry a little less about every little thing, then you're in the right place, my friend. Long before our current challenges, some brilliant individuals known as the Stoics lived their lives following principles that, believe it or not, can teach us how to master the art of not worrying too much. Isn't it ironic that ancient wisdom can guide us in the midst of our caffeine-filled, smartphone-surrounded lives in this era? Discover 10 simple yet deeply transformative Stoic principles so refreshing that they could act as an antidote to the chaos that is life in the 21st century. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. This way, you'll be informed about all the new videos we'll be sharing with you. Now, let's get started. First principle: control what resides within you and let go of what lacks shape. Imagine a rainy Tuesday morning. You've prepared the perfect cup of tea, and just as you're about to take the first sip, your cat spills it on its old fur, which may have been smoky at some point. It may seem like the universe is conspiring against you, but here's a Stoic thought to ponder: we often suffer more in imagination than in reality, as the legendary Seneca stated. The truth is, things happen, cats are mischievous. What's under our control are our reactions. Instead of letting our imagination paint a gloomy day, we can choose to laugh and make another cup. The world will continue throwing unexpected surprises, but the power of our responses is entirely ours. So, next time your Wi-Fi fails during an important Zoom call or your pizza arrives cold, remember, it's not the cold pizza that disturbs us, but our interpretation of the situation. Second principle: embrace the present moment. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "Do not let the future disturb you, you will arrive there when you arrive." In the 21st century, we are constantly bombarded with notifications vying for our attention, and our thoughts run faster than our internet speed. However, what do we often neglect in this moment? Let's remember those days when we strolled through the park but our minds were lost in worries about tomorrow, or those family dinners when our thoughts drifted towards past regrets. The Stoics teach us that the present is a gift, so why waste our time worrying about the past or the future? Being present is not just about paying attention, but truly experiencing life, savoring our meals, listening to our friends, feeling the wind on our faces. Letting go of yesterday's woes and tomorrow's anxieties is essential, as it is the small connected moments that define our happiness. Third principle: accept change as the natural course of life. Have you ever noticed how easily the seasons change? Winter frost melts to give way to the blooming of spring. When faced with life's alterations, whether it's a job change, a breakup, or a move we resist, we must wisely remember the words of Epictetus: "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters." Life is constantly evolving, as fluid as the River Thames. Fighting against the current is exhausting, but finding freedom in embracing change is where true wisdom lies. Nature itself is evolution, and just as Rome wasn't built in a day, you too are a work in progress. Every change, every twist and turn adds a unique brushstroke to your canvas. So, the next time you encounter an unexpected detour, remember that it's all part of the grand design. Fourth principle: detach from external validation. In today's world, we find ourselves caught up in the constant pursuit of validation through likes and shared comments. But let's reflect on the wisdom of Epictetus: it's not the actual problems that trouble us, but our imagined anxieties about the actual problems. Isn't it strange that we allow little icons on a screen to dictate our mood? Stoicism encourages us to seek internal validation. Self-worth should not be measured by online influence, but by our personal values, actions, and character. So, next time a post doesn't get the expected traction or someone makes sarcastic comments in your direct messages, remember that your worth is not subject to public vote. You are your own judge and jury. If you're enjoying what you've seen so far, I encourage you to show your support by clicking the like button below. Your support is crucial for us to continue bringing you quality content. Fifth principle: recognize the natural cycles of life. Loss can be painful, whether it's a favorite hoodie, a cherished memory, or a loved one. However, as Marcus Aurelius said, loss is nothing more than change, and change is the delight of nature. In the vast ecosystem of existence, everything has its season. trees shed leaves only to give life to new ones. Similarly, life presents endings and beginnings, each of which teaches and shapes us. Instead of clinging to what was, Stoicism invites us to appreciate the impermanence of life. It's a call to live fully, love deeply, and gracefully let go, as every sunset gives way to a new dawn. Sixth principle: seek growth in adversity. We all face challenges in life, whether it's a difficult boss, piles of never-ending bills, or the train that's always late. It's easy to complain and wish life were a little kinder, but as Seneca proclaimed, difficulties strengthen the mind, just as exercise strengthens the body. Think of challenges as personal gym sessions for your soul. When faced with obstacles, instead of asking why, ask yourself what this is teaching you. Every adversity carries a lesson and potential for growth. It's a matter of perspective. If the Stoics existed today, they would surely say, "Bring it on." Seventh principle: cultivate inner wealth. In an era marked by opulent Instagram feeds and constant displays of wealth, it's easy to associate happiness with material gains. However, Seneca reminded us that it's not the man who has very little, but the one who craves more, who is truly poor. True wealth does not lie in the latest gadgets or designer brands, but in the contentment of the soul and richness of experiences. The treasure of memories is what counts. Stoics urge us to enjoy the luxuries of life without becoming slaves to them, as in the end, it's the stories we've woven, not the possessions we've amassed, that truly matter. Additionally, accept fate. This doesn't mean blindly accepting everything, but as Epictetus pointed out, don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish for them to happen as they do. Life, with all its complexities, is a combination of our efforts and the designs of the universe. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, the outcome is not what we expected. Instead of getting caught up in what didn't go according to plan, Stoicism urges us to accept what is presented to us. After all, the most captivating stories often emerge from difficult situations and unexpected twists in life. These 10 principles are not focused on suppressing emotions, but on cultivating resilience, embracing the present, and living a life with purpose and depth. Dear virtual companions, as we unveil the curtain on this enlightening journey through the sacred halls of Stoicism, I can't help but reflect on how harmoniously these ancient precepts fit into our busy modern lives. This demonstrates that some truths are truly eternal, don't you think? Now, here I propose a bold challenge. In the comments below, I would love for you to share which of these Stoic treasures resonated most deeply in your hearts. Often, the wisdom of Seneca touches a sensitive chord, or perhaps Marcus Aurelius becomes your new confidant. Let's start this conversation to learn from one another. Leave us your comment below and we will be reading what you have to share. Remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell to keep enjoying our content. See you soon.